Hi, everybody. My name is Sarah Willis. Pray everyone is doing well. Today I'm going to be talking about sexual transmutation, also known as sexual alchemy. We're just going to look at the definitions first. So, transmutation is the state of being changed into another form. And alchemy is defined as the medieval forerunner of chemistry based on the supposed transformation of matter. It was concerned particularly with attempts to convert base metals into gold or to find a universal elixir. It is the process of taking something ordinary and turning it into something extraordinary or extraordinary, sometimes in a way that cannot be explained. An example of using alchemy is a person who takes a pile of scrap metal and turns it into beautiful art. So, I used to be addicted to the hokey pokey, but I turned myself around, and that's what this video is about. So, I speak from personal experience of struggling with applying sexual urges or destructive patterns in my past, and on this channel I share insights or practices, things I do that has helped me overcome from this, and along with plant spirit medicine and giving my life over for God, I also practice sexual transmutation or sexual alchemy, and that's what this video is about. Sexual alchemy or transmutation is using natural occurring sexual desires within, but instead of acting on the desire, you use that desire to catalyze you to action to a different direction for your God-intended plan or purpose. For me, when I practice sexual transmutation, I compose music. So, shameless plug. If you scroll down all my videos, I have a few videos of my original songs, and not all of them, but majority of them were from sexual transmutation. Instead of acting on that urge, I instead picked up my guitar, and now it's become second nature to me to pick up my guitar, and I bear the fruits of the Spirit, or I manifest these songs from Spirit, from God, into the world. And I look back at these songs, and it's really, it's very surreal. Sometimes I can't believe that I wrote that, but I did, and it's all from doing this really powerful practice. This concept may seem complicated, but let me assure you, it is not. It is simply changing a habit, or change a habit by replacing it with a new habit. Do this consistently, and it will reconnect you to your best self, and you will begin to actualize the higher self. This is a very powerful practice. And this discipline or practice will influence and seep into all aspects of your life and influence it for the better. Apply to your purpose, plan, or destiny the same passion and exuberance as you would your sexual escapades. Have you ever experienced a low value escapism spiral? Say you get on the internet, you start shopping, or scrolling on Facebook or Instagram, or stalking your ex, or a lot of people, it's porn. Could be anything, but did you notice that you were further disconnected with yourself and your purpose? Did you experience shame or frustration? What has helped me combat falling into a low value escape? I can't talk. What I have used for combating falling into the low value escapism spiral is transmuting my sexual energy instead. It becomes second nature. And when this becomes our second nature, it really allows us to tap into our inner genius. And why I feel this message is so important in regards to sexuality in particular, because again, like I said, this could apply to anything if you struggle with any sort of addiction or something that takes up a lot of your time. But why I feel sexuality is so important is because of this specific truth. that sex without commitment is anti-community, and unchecked lust destroys and cripples one's destiny. Think about it. Are you still in contact with someone that you had sexual relations with no commitment? Probably not. Community occurs naturally when we are in right relationship with one another and in harmony with all creation, surrendering to the cycles of creation by observing the law of reciprocity, or the principle of exchange. And there's a big reason why we are so troubled today and experiencing unnecessary hardships and traumas due to a lack of a family unit. This unchecked lust destroys. I'm not saying that lust in and of itself is wrong or immoral. It just depends on what context the lust is being experienced. I'm going to link another video I've made in the past called The Anatomy of Lust if you find this topic interesting. So check it out. It's really informative. I'm really proud of that video. It's probably my most favorite video I've made. But anyway, lust experienced outside of a committed relationship, such as a marriage, is anti-community. Lust inside of a marriage nurtures the marriage. What is a blessing inside of a marriage is a curse outside of that marriage. Without right relationship, we become caught in cycles of alienation and patterns of self-sabotage. When a man or woman cannot manage their sexuality, it cripples their destiny. And I definitely am a testament to that. It was crippling my destiny, the fact that I didn't have dominion or mastery over my sexuality. For example, a lot of people watch porn instead of transmuting their sexual energy or finding a life partner to commit to. For some, the porn they watch becomes more and more depraved as the unchecked lust grows. And some people will resort to watching children or child pornography, and then eventually paying to have sex with children. And here's some really horrible facts. Every 30 seconds, a child is sold for sex. There are more enslaved on Earth right now than ever before in Earth's history. Child sex trafficking is the fastest growing criminal enterprise on the planet. Okay, child sex trafficking is the fastest criminal enterprise on the planet. It's surpassing guns and drugs right now. And the reason for this is you can sell a child up to 50 times a day, unlike drugs or guns that can only be sold once. That's why it's so lucrative. This is a $150 billion per year industry. $150 billion per year industry of children being sold for sex. To put that into context, that's every Starbucks franchise on the planet. And the United States creates this demand, as the United States is the highest producer and consumer of child pornography and sex trafficking is in the United States. So this unchecked lust, this misapplied sexuality is really crippling our world, and it's not sustainable, and we have a problem with our sexuality. We really do. The more moral society is, the more free that society is. Discipline equals freedom, and freedom is the highest expression of love. If you want to begin practicing this extremely powerful practice, I would highly recommend setting a goal, whether that be a month or a year or a week or even a day or an hour. Start really slow and watch your dreams manifest. Much love. Thank you so much for watching this video. I'm going to put my email down below if you want to reach out, and definitely, if you have questions or comments, let me know down below. Much love. I'll see you guys later.